Hangouts is live. What it says up in that corner right there. It says we are live. That's a good sign. Really good. Good morning, Marie. How are you? Good to see you this morning. I can barely see that chat, but I'll have it popped out in a minute. I need to send this email right quick. There it is. Holy crap, my nose is itching. I don't know what that means. My nose is itching. Now, where did it go? Oh, there it is. What are you eating? Well, I've got a big choice, Marie, and I'm not sure yet exactly how to do it. I've got a huge choice. I got 4 or 5 different kinds of cheesecake, a whole box of Krispy Kreme donuts. You're going to have a fight, Rick. A fight? What do you mean a fight? Me and Grizz ain't going to fight, are we, Grizz?
Oh, we always fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's the loving kind of fight.
What's up, Rick?
Howdy. Good morning.
Now, who we going to fight with?
I don't know. She said you're going to have a fight, Rick. Marie did.
Who's she? Oh, Marie?
I don't know what's going on exactly yet.
Oh, man, what a beautiful day, huh?
Good morning, Caroline. Sun's shining, birds are singing.
Yeah, we got an overcast here, but that will burn off this afternoon.
Yeah, it ain't looking bad here at all.
I got my daughter's 4-wheeler loaded up on the trailer last night. This morning at 8 o'clock, I got to get it delivered to her mechanic to see what's wrong with the spark on it.
Good morning, Sandra. It won't crank.
Well, it cranked over. It cranked over good. She had it in about a week ago, and it had been around for 2 years, and he got it running pretty reasonable. Everything was working great and stuff on it. Then we drove it down to the bottom of the hill, turned it off, and she hopped on it to take off on it again, and it would crank on over, but it's not sending spark to the spark plugs.
No fire. It won't work, will it?
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but he knows these machines a whole lot better than I do, and I spend 2 days working on it, and don't spend like 15 minutes.
Right.
See, I need a neighbor like Cecil Skinner.
Yeah, we all need a neighbor like Cecil Skinner.
Yeah.
Rick, did you break the swing? No, I didn't break the swing.
Did you screw it down so it doesn't move?
No, I'm actually in a different place. I'm on today.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you wasn't going back and forth on there.
Yeah, I could maybe. No, this don't work. It don't work right. Yeah.
Well, by the way, I ain't got chat up, so I can't see anything that's being said.
So far, it's just good mornings and yes, rubbing your nose. Yeah, my nose is itchy. Good morning. Rosanna's in here.
Good morning, Rosanna. Might as well put it that way if I'm not going to have chat on.
She said she liked it. Rosanna said, good morning, Grizz.
It's a beautiful world here in the Northwest, ain't it, Rosanna? Nice and mellow. And
ouch. You need a pillow on this thing. It's hard as a rock.
so what did you think of my new bleeding the brake technique?
Say that again.
What did you think of my new bleeding the brakes technique?
Oh, I like that. Where did you get that pump thing at anyway?
That's just a horse syringe.
No kidding.
I just went down to the feed store. I spent like $1.68, I think it was.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it to Iron Dog before that. And then when your video came on, I watched it. You had that little contraption thing. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a horse syringe that I bought at the feed store and for like $1.68 or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It was cheap, and I had the rubber hose already. Stuck that on there and worked great. I did on the last bit. I mean, I got everything that I could just for safety measure on my part. I did rebleed it the old-fashioned way. Had somebody pumping the brakes while somebody's turning the Zerk fitting.
So that's what the purpose of those things are. So you don't have to have somebody in pumping the brakes and holding them. Is that what it is?
Yeah. If you don't have two people to bleed your brakes, you can just bleed it by yourself that way.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I've always had to do it like that. Have somebody. All right. Wasp. It's a dirt dauber.
Yeah, if you ever go to do it, I will tell you this: when you back the Zerk door open, you can barely crack them open. Because what will happen? I learned this the hard way. If you crack it open too far and you're creating the vacuum, you'll start pulling outside air on into it, sucking it in. It's not getting into the brake itself, but you're still, you're not sucking the air out of the line. If you crack that Zerk, you're getting more air from outside than you are from in the line. So you just barely crack it open.
Sandra, Grizz, that joke you told.
What's that?
Sandra says, Grizz, that joke you told.
You like that, huh, Sandra? my brother Steve sent that to me. Not my brother Chuck. Sent that to me on Marco Polo.
Wait till
I had to use it.
You called him your brother.
Who?
What's
that?
When Steve gets here, I'm gonna tell him you called him your brother.
No, I do have a brother named Steve too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my oldest brother is Steve, then Rick, who just passed, and then Eugene, and then Chuck, and then Gordon, and then me.
Top chat, live chat. I forgot to change that. I can't never remember that. Wow, you roosters sound so cool. I have got to get me some more. Got to.
Yeah, but if I let them on out, they want to run right over here and crow right in my ear. They will too. They'll come right here and they'll sit right in front of me, crow right at me when I'm trying to listen to something.
Yeah, they're talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my kids got together and had this bench built for me for like Father's Day or something one year. I never used it like that. So after I got my porch cleaned off, I can actually get to the bench.
Cool. Yeah.
I would like to know that, Caroline, too. I don't know what this feather is, but I was at the garden the other day and I was coming back up the driveway and I saw this huge bird go over and it had an orange beak. And it wasn't a hawk, it was something else. And then I found that feather in the driveway. So laying in the edge of the woods or something, right where the bird went over.
Looks like a goose feather to me.
That's 2 or 3 people that said goose, but I can't imagine it being a goose this time of year. This color. Yeah.
Well, but it does look like a goose feather.
Yeah, it does. I don't know what it is. Oh, Lord. Turkey vulture. That's probably it. It had an orange beak. You have those there, turkey vultures, Grizz?
Well, we have what we call an Arizona chicken, which is a vulture. They're a great big old black bird with the orange beaks and bald face.
That eat dead crap on the side of the road?
Yeah, they eat carrion.
Yeah. I think that's what that is, but that's an awful pretty feather for that.
Yeah, our vultures here are darker in color.
The ones here are dark. The one I saw the other day, it was dark. That's what makes me think that might not be it, but it does have a dark streak in it. So
yeah, our vulture feathers are darker than that. They don't have that light edge on the one side.
I want to find one and get the tail off of it and make me a fan out of it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Kill it. I want it already dead. Pirate radio fan.
Yeah, we call them Arizona chickens here.
Wonder where all these names come up for them like that. That's pretty interesting. All the names that come up like that. You know what?
I don't know. Kind of, I mean, somebody got hungry, I guess, down in Arizona.
Yeah.
The old man was probably thinking, well, it's either you're going to eat me or I'm going to eat you. So he named him Arizona chicken. He shot him and he ate him.
And speaking of video, Sandra just had a video that came out this morning. I saw it earlier. Let's promote her video. What's the name of it? Contact paper DIY.
Man, I am so far behind on everybody's videos right now. I don't think I'll be able to get caught up on videos again until this winter.
Right. I am too. I've got 2 or 3 in a hole that I haven't edited yet. I can't get it made.
I have a couple of videos ready to release that are edited. I mean, I'm getting somewhat edited. I'm just cutting them, sticking them together, and whatever they are, they are. Whether they get views, they get views. If they don't, they don't. I don't care. But it just, I don't have time with the stuff that I'm doing here to watch other people's videos as much as I was before.
Summertime does that to everybody. Does me anyway.
Well, I've noticed my views have dropped drastically, and I think it is because of summer.
And mine went up because of the gardening videos. Mine fall off in the winter and go up in the spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's her video right there. If you haven't watched it, check it out.
Now, see, you ought to start making a few of your videos this summer on some specific problems with growing tomatoes and show what you've done and title it that way so it's searchable.
Mm-hmm. I did that videos. I may try that again. I did that like growing tobacco as a companion plant and stuff like that.
Yeah, but title it in ways that are searchable for that people are looking at. Okay, what can I grow with my tomatoes so I don't get blight, or what keeps away that moth away? There's a no, that's a I was thinking cabbage moth, but how to deal with the tomato worms. And
I've got to go over them today because I picked a great big tomato hornworm off yesterday. It had those little white larvae on the back of it, and the white larva is beneficial, but the tomato hornworm will flat eat them up.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's why you need chickens.
Yeah, well, they eat the tomatoes if you turn them loose. They will mind. Pick them all to pieces.
Oh no! Don't turn your chickens loose in the garden. Just you're there to collect when you go to collect the worm. Put them in a jar, throw them out to the chickens.
Oh, I did that a bunch. Yeah, I did that.
Oh yeah, they love that stuff.
Here's the turkey vultures feathers. Caroline said that pretty much does look like the one behind me, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
You've got that old man on the screen, Rick, says Steve.
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Oh. He's a young whippersnapper. He's not an old man. You're only young as you feel. Of course, I feel pretty old today. Oh.
Don't say that you're only as old as you feel, because then I'd be 80.
My arm's easing up. I only took like 3 pills to do it. Oh. Steve says, hey, Grizzly.
Oh, man. Man, I got to get started on the yard when I get back too. When the four-wheel is running, I got to get started on my Ron Nitzel yard, my Green Wizard yard.
I got to mow this and the sides of the driveway and in front of the garden and everything before I can even do the garden. Good morning, Happy Lux. Running ads. You probably had to go through an ad to get there. Rick, you look.
I didn't an Iron Dogs.
Nike boy. Yeah, I washed shirts yesterday. I washed shirts. You have to go through an ad to get in Iron Dogs too, if you leave out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're taking them, because that don't seem to be happening at mine. I don't get. I mean, once in a while I get one flag, but not often. You know.
It's I mean, most of the times when I go on somebody's live streams, even Iron Dogs, usually they don't have the ads that dead early. But if you get after the live stream's been going for a spell, and then you join on in, then you'll have the ads on there quite often to get in. You know, if I'm late, which quite often I'm late going into Iron Dogs, because I'm generally not on the YouTube. Even though I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not getting on there usually until about 5:30. So his live stream's already been going for a while when I usually get on there.
I noticed months ago, though, when I would watch his videos and stuff, that the ads seemed to be gone. Like Google was pulling his ads or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. No clue.
Well, I don't know why it is after you go live, they'll monetize it briefly for a spell, and then they'll demonetize it after you're done with the live stream, or somewhere towards the end of the live stream or whatever. They demonetize it. Then later on, they do their own self-review, and then they'll monetize it after everybody's gone back and watched it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the deal is there.
But quite honestly, I mean, after you do a live stream, you know, as long as they monetize it during the live stream for people coming on in, as long as they monetize it for that, how many people actually go back and watch the live stream afterwards? I mean, probably not very many.
I left yours and came back to check and got an ad on yours. Okay, good. Good. Thank you, Roseanne.
How many people watch your live streams after you're done live streaming them?
It's really shocked me. As many views as I get during the stream, I get way more than that overnight. Come back and watch it. For some reason, they do. Good morning, Marie. Have a good day, Marie. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. She said she's got chores to do. Marie does.
Hello.
Yeah, they come back for some reason and watch them, and I'm glad they do. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I do, but I skip through them. That's okay, as long as you go through them. Oh, and I looked the other day what you were talking about, me and you were weeks ago, and my viewer thing was like 70%. That thing that you were talking about. I guess that's.
Oh, you got it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 70%.
And did you check your click-through rate?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was. I can't pull it up right now, what it was. But I've changed what I'm doing a little bit. I don't do a lot of these streams like this anymore, unless it's like me and you talking. I do more like I went to Aldi's. You know what I mean? I went to Aldi's the other day, And it really engages people at Aldi's like that. You know.
Yeah.
It's totally different, whole different deal. Way more people. I mean, way more. And
Well, as soon as you use a corporate name in your title, whether it be some tool equipment, a restaurant, a store, but you use a corporate name that everybody knows, that attracts people.
I hadn't thought about that because I just put Rick and Elvis go shopping at Aldi's. You know, I hadn't thought about that. I just put what was going on. But you're right. I hadn't thought about that. Good morning, Skeeter. Skeeter says, let's party, Grizz.
Yeah, I know if I do just regular sawmill video and I don't say Harbor Freight in the title or something, I don't hardly get any views. If I say Harbor Freight in the title, boom, it gets much more views.
Good morning, Darlene. I'm in for a party, she says. Darlene's here, Grizz.
Hiya, Darlene. Hiya, darling.
Darling, that's what we ought to call her, darling. Like the Little Rascals girl. You make me smile, Darlene. You never know what's coming.
So how big your tomato plant's getting, Rick?
I noticed they had lots and lots of blooms and little bitty tomatoes on them, like that big. Now the ones out here, I've got tomatoes on them pretty good size. I'll probably pick one off of the larger one here before long, off of German Johnson.
Well, I'm going to show you what my wife was up to. Now, keep in mind, I told her that when she transplanted these summer squash, first of all, why she wanted to save more summer squash. We got too many in the garden already. I got 4 plants, and they'll produce like you wouldn't believe. But she wanted to have some of these summer squash that were volunteers from last year. She wanted to plant them up here. So I told her, if you're going to transplant them, make sure you have the hole dug before you dig it up and transplant it, because summer squash go into shock real easy, and they don't recover real well. So let me reverse this camera. Let's see here. Where am I at here, first of all?
Let me click them.
Okay. This is what I'm looking at here. If I can I do a zoom?
I guess
not.
Really clear.
They're anyway, some of them like this one here is going to make it pretty good. This one over here has a few leaves that are coming on through in the middle. That will make it. That one's going to make it. I don't know. I thought this one was going to die, but it looks like it's got one good leaf right there. It's starting to recover. But she loves the looks of the summer squash.
That looks like a vine borer.
A what?
A vine borer. Gets in squash and cucumbers, pumpkins, and stuff like that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, well, this one here is the worst. I mean, I don't think this one's going to recover at all. You know, it just looks all horrible. It's just from shock. I mean, they were limpy as soon as they were looking really good when she transplanted them. But
you just planted those. Oh,
yeah, we just transplanted them from the garden out over there. She dug them on up. They were volunteers, and she just transplanted them over here. And she should have had these holes dug before she dug them on up from the garden. Then it was 2 hours before she got them transplanted. You know, so you know they went into huge shock. Yeah, so that's why they're looking like that. But that'd be one heck of a bushy mess if they all come too. It'll look pretty. But I tell you what, our neighbors, man, we don't lock our car doors around here when we go to town, except for during the summertime. When it's summer squash season, everybody starts locking their car doors because, you know, I mean, everybody's trying to get rid of their summer squash. If you leave your car doors open here, man, somebody's going to dump a big bag full in your car.
Right. Oh, crap. I spelled it wrong. And I like your name, Big E's. That's really cool. Big E Support Group. And then now you still got your your catchphrase. It ain't easy being Big Easy. That is so cool the way you say that. Everybody knows who you are when you say that. Everybody knows. Yeah, your garden's looking good though. I mean, if you just transplanted it in, my little shock's normal. You know, they ought to come back.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have gone through that much shock if she had to just plant. If she had to dug them up and transplanted them right away, rather than letting them sit laying out on the ground for an hour or two.
Oh, okay, Biggie.
Yeah, she needs to learn how to transplant a little bit better.
You got to throw that water to them too as soon as I plant it. You can't wait.
Yeah. You got to get it in the ground real quick and get the water on there real quick, and then won't have as much shot. I like to water the plant before I even dig it on up. You know, get it, have it watered, so it's already got a bunch of water in it. Then dig it and transplant it.
Good morning, Grandpa Paul. He says, hello, Rick and Grizz, you two people.
Good morning, Grandpa Paul.
I'm still getting that message up. It says, Hangouts is live on the air. Hangouts is going away later this year. For quick streaming, try youtube.com/webcam.
I'm going to have to probably get what I can't seem to even go live with Hangouts anymore as far as starting the Hangouts on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's up on my end, but
That's what
I go live with OBS, but I can't do it with the I can't do it with Hangouts.
Oh, that's weird.
So I'm going to have to get with you and figure out how, learn how to do the invite with OBS.
All right. But I used Hangouts to do that.
Well, I could bring up Hangouts, but I just go live with, I can't go to YouTube and say, let's go live in Hangouts.
So you could actually, good morning, Brando. So you could actually call somebody from Hangouts. You just can't go live from it.
Right.
Well, then you could do it. You could make OBS work there.
Yeah. I'll probably have to, if I'm going to use OBS, I'll probably have to go over to the friend's house for the live stream. Because Wednesday night, me and Ron Nitzel, the Green Wizard, we're going to do a live stream together Wednesday night.
Right.
And if I'm going to be on over there, I'll probably just do a green screen because he's got the internet, to provide it. And then I can just sit over there in his front porch or something and do the green screen around it, so it looks like I'm at home or something.
Morning, Timmy. Good to see you. Timmy's my neighbor, or he used to be. I think he still lives there, like a mile down the road.
Morning, neighbor.
I'm sure he's at work today.
So did I show my new truck yet?
I heard you talking about it, but I haven't saw it.
Well, I want to give you a sneak peek.
All right, let me click on that.
Now, well, it's way over there. You see it over there?
The white one?
Yep.
Ooh, doggies.
Up with the four-wheeler on the back of it right now.
That's a Ford, ain't it?
Yep, it's a Ford F-150 with a 300 straight six, a 4-speed on the floor. It's a good truck. Let's see here. How do I reverse this back?
Has it got one of them little pictures on the back of it of a little dude peeing on a Chevrolet?
Not yet, it don't.
Oh.
No, I won't put one of those on there.
That's funny.
Actually, I actually prefer Chevys over Fords.
I do too. That's all.
But it's just so much fun. Give a Bobby a bad time.
Kentucky got a new truck now. He won't get stuck. Kentucky got a new truck. He won't get stuck, says Skeeter. Darlene says, you guys are never going to guess what I caught yesterday while magnet fishing. Uh-oh, I'm excited.
Water moccasin?
I don't know. I can't wait to see. Work call, says Brando. Thank you for stopping by, Brando. Grandpa's singing this morning, Grizz. He says it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Come and see my neighborhood.
Yeah, I bought another truck. It's not here yet. I got another truck. You want to hear what it is?
Yeah.
I got a 1965. I think it's either a 65 or a 67. I'm pretty sure it's a 65 Chevy 3/4 ton full size pickup, not a step side, with a 283, and it's got the 4-speed.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
For $250.
It was cheap enough.
Yeah, well, the rear end is locked up, so I got some work on the motor and everything runs, but the rear end is locked up.
Oh, I keep reaching for those swing things, and they're not there.
Maybe you could turn that into a swinging chair.
Maybe. I sure don't want to mess this up out.
Nah.
Uh-oh. Do you remember those portable CD players back in the 90s? I got one of those. Ha, ha, ha. And? Uh-oh. Suspense, Grizz.
He got his portable CD player bass fishing.
That's what she said. She magnet fishes. And a jar full of jelly or jam or something sealed. I don't know how long it's been in the river, though. I'm going to open it tonight. On camera? You need to open it live.
Yeah, do a taste test on there.
Yeah. A river taste test. Magnet fishing. What I found. Well, you can see that. You can see that tree house. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
And the feather.
I'll be right back, Rick. I got to grab another cup of coffee.
All right. I have once. Oh, a shucking knife for bar clam, but it was still a knife. That's right. River jam can. Skeeter. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What is magnet fishing? I think I'd be way better off to let Darlene explain that to you because I've watched a lot of it. But basically, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, you tie a magnet on your fishing line, drop it on in, see what it will stick to it.
On a rope, yeah. I've seen people pull up safes, all kinds of crazy stuff.
By the way, that video, actually, it does show my Ford truck on there. That Sandra was saying about that joke. She liked that joke. Only 50% of the people have watched the video, so they probably only 50% of the people that clicked on it. They missed that joke because that's like in the middle of it.
Good morning, Dave. We don't know what happened. We're still trying to figure it out. We don't have a clue. Completely clueless what happened.
So, Sandra, I appreciate you watching the video long enough to see that joke.
Rosanna, so you're not fish fishing. She's not fish fishing. It's pretty cool, though. It's like metal detecting with a magnet. What skaters?
Yeah, if we try to do magnet fishing here, we want to get my sheep lakes aren't old enough here. They were only put in like in the early 60s.
Yeah, here in these rivers, though, people come up with muskets from the Civil War, all kinds of really cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we don't got that history here.
Come with me. I'm going to the tree house, everyone, and sing along with me.
Hey, I see somebody in the door there. I just thought I saw somebody waving.
That's her up there. How'd she get?
I'll bet it is.
Bet it is. Made me look. Oh, wow. Her magnet's a 500-pound pool.
Oh, wow.
Now Rosanna's going to the tree house. Well, we're going to cut this off. It's been nice. I'm going to. No, I'm just kidding.
You're going to the tree house too, huh?
Oh, Lord. You could pull a Steve with that, says Skeeter. You have to be made out of metal, though.
Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys can see that from here, but I'll try to click on it. I'd never noticed this before. But somebody let's see here. Can you see it from here? Let's see here. Right behind the white blaze, there's the Ford, and then those white blazers, there's the deck of logs.
Mm-hmm.
You can't probably tell it on video, but right on that deck of logs is a 6-foot step ladder somebody dumped here.
Yeah, I can see the shiny long thing on top of it.
I got to go look at that. That's somebody just dumped it here. Go see what that is. It's either a 6 or a 5 foot. I think it's a 6 foot.
Morning, JC.
It's a 6 foot fiberglass ladder. Can you read the rating on it? I can't see the rating on it, but looks to be in good shape.
No kidding. Those fiberglass ones are high, too, at Lowe's or somewhere. They're expensive.
Yeah. Hey, cool. Somebody dropped in here when I wasn't here.
Mm-hmm. That's mighty nice. Man, you got some good-looking dirt. Mine's all red clay with rocks in it.
Oh, let me switch it back. No, this is all packed clay. This was really packed out. There is some good dirt. This was good dirt until I started driving on it and packing it on down, with different stuff.
Right.
I'll show you what our dirt actually is like here, or the dirt that I built.
Skeeter says Grizz got an Easter egg. I'm not leaving.
This is the dirt that I built.
That's your next video, the dirt that Grizz built.
Yeah. Yeah, this dirt here has been in the making. There's another batch of it over there. This dirt's been in the making for 20 years.
Uh-huh. That's what I did. I put not knickers. I put sawdust in my garden for years and years and years, old rotted sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
And It really, that composted sawdust really built it up big time, made the soil a lot less. But the problem is it's kind of on a slope and all the dirt moves downhill. All the soil moves downhill, leaves the top half back red.
Here's my tomatoes. That's flowering pretty good.
Yes, it is.
It's, but that's a weed patch. I got to get in there and weed that. Man, I got some work to do in this garden. It's just there. Man, everybody wants stuff all at once.
What's it? Is it the stuff all around it? Is that greens or what is that?
All the weeds.
Oh,
That's it's just weeds. I don't know what that is. It's just weeds.
cool.
I know we got like over in here. Some of the weeds. Let me see here. Can you see those ones that are popping up here and there that are kind of a lighter green?
Yeah,
Let's
you can.
see if I get to some that's a little closer over here. That's lamb's quarter, and that's good eating. You know, I mean, it's still a weed, but let's see here. Where's some lamb's quarter? There's some the lighter color and the lighter color ones in here. That's lamb's quarter.
How you can eat that, right? Lamb's quarter.
Yeah. What I've been liking to doing is cutting the leaves off and putting them in my salads. You know, just use that with the lettuce, and it's really good. But anyway, man, I got a bunch of weeding to do in there.
I do too.
I could do this morning rather than taking this 4-wheeler on in. Here's my daughter's 4-wheeler. Gotta
Kicking it with Karen, my love.
here's the close up. This is the worst damage that's on the Ford right there. Just that tailgate. But I mean, it's pretty straight truck. Let's see here, if I can get back.
Oh my God, I can't spell. There's that Ford.
Pretty straight looking truck, huh?
Mm-hmm. A friend of mine used to have one like that. We drove to work in every day like that. It was white with brown doors or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Same color and everything.
Oh, it's a good old truck. The only problem that I have with it right now is I don't feel comfortable inside yet because I don't have my filth in here yet. You know, I mean, I got to get it filled up with my clutter. I've got a little bit of a start there with it, but I've got a lot more clutter to throw in here. but it's a good old truck. You got the 4-speed on the floor, 2-wheel drive, but I don't need 4-wheel drive anymore.
I had a 95 GMC that had the 4-speed in the floor like that. It actually had a 5-speed, had the 5th as an overdrive, but boy, that 5th was high on the high end. Lord, was it?
Yeah, I wish this was a 5-speed because that 4th gear, it doesn't have a tachometer in here, but when I'm driving down the road at 50 miles an hour, it seems to be pretty low gear ratio because at 50 miles an hour, that's about all I really want to take it up to. And it feels solid enough, but the motor seems pretty loud at that point, like it's revving it up higher. And I don't like to run my trucks at high RPMs, except for on occasion to burn off the carbon, of course. But all in all, I don't push them. And a 5th speed getting on the highway would be kind of nice.
There's Elvis. Everybody always asks about Elvis. He's sitting there gardening and everything. Oh.
Yeah, my little maroon Ford Ranger has been a great truck. I just about 15 years ago, I drank I drank a half a gallon of Jack Daniels and a half a gallon of vodka. And it was opening day of hunting season. And that night we went on out spotlighting. And I decided to try to get back in this backcountry. And I jumped this big old boulder and landed on it and tore out the whole undercarriage of the little Ranger. And ever since then, you know, like when I put a load on in it, I can hear the driveline pounding on the underneath side of the cab. You put a load on it, the driveline pump, 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 just beating on it. So I don't like putting too much of a load on there anymore because of that. The front end, the wheels are cambered like this here. I can't get them to camber. There's something wearing on out of there. I turn the steering wheel. I got the steering box as tight as it will go. And you got to turn the steering wheel like 3/4 of a turn before the wheels will even start turning.
Yeah, that sounds like the springs this week, letting it lay down on it, you know.
Well, it's not the springs. I took it to a mechanic. They said it cost about $1,200 to fix it, and that truck ain't worth $1,200.
Right.
But it wasn't the springs. I can't remember what they said it was. It's been a while. They told me to get it fixed in because it's getting ready to go. Well, I've been driving it for 10 years since they said it was getting ready to go. But it's just time for me to hang that truck on up and say, park it, use it for lawn ornament or something. Because I put 250,000 miles on that truck, and I mean hard miles.
Right.
So, yeah, I have used that truck like no other truck before, and it's been a great truck. No complaints about it at all. But
my most favorite one was a 72, I think it was, GMC. It was orange. I think it might have originally been red, but it was orange with white doors. It come from a Sundrop truck where a guy hauled locally in town on it. Lawn bed.
Mm-hmm.
That thing would crank when nothing else would. Good morning, Balin. I've been seeing your lives. Yeah, Balin, your lives is pretty incredible. I looked back at one of yours the other day. You was only on there for like 36 minutes, and it had, I forget, like 134 views. That's pretty darn incredible.
Yeah, my best truck that I ever had was a 3/4 ton Chevy. Had the 354 bolt main in it, and it had a 400, the turbo 400 automatic transmission in it. It was just a 2-wheel drive, but that sucker was a heck of a workhorse and a good looking truck too. That was the best truck that I ever had was with the 85 Chevy.
Good morning, Blondie. Blondie's Adventures. That's interesting. Hey, welcome, Blondie. I don't think I've ever seen you before. I'm number.
But don't tell Bobby that I said that the best truck I ever had was a Chevy.
I won't tell him. No way. Yeah, I won't tell him. The reason I like my old GMC so good, that thing would crank when nothing else would crank. It could be 10 degrees, everything covered in snow. People sitting around, their cars wouldn't crank because the batteries is weak from the cold. I could go out and fire that thing up, crank, and drive on out like it was nothing, you know.
That might have been the battery that you had in it, though, huh?
Could have been, but it had that straight 6. I hauled a bunch of firewood on it. Just take my time, you know.
Well, see, your batteries have different ratings on them. Like the ratings that we have here when they say 650 cold cranking power, they're rated at I don't remember, it's rated at like 30 above 0 or something like that, you know. Whereas when Alaska, when I was up there, the batteries that I was getting, the cold cranking amp was rated at 30 below, you know, and so it all depends on what temperatures that they're rating the batteries at. And down here in the States, they're all rated mainly for the warmer temperatures.
Right.
But when temperatures drop, then you're not getting the cranking power. So if you got a good battery in there that was rated for the cold deal, of course it's going to turn the motor over.
It did. I got Google did that for some reason, but go ahead and tell us about it, Balin. He said he got some good news. Go ahead and tell us about it. I don't know why Google held that, but anything that Google holds, I don't show it. But that's cool. Tell us. Love to hear it. Good morning, Webb. Just call me Webb. We'd love to hear.
What time is it going to be, Rick?
10:45 Eastern time. Was that about 7:45 yours?
Yeah, I better get going. I gotta have this down here at 8 o'clock or shortly after.
Right. I'm not going to be on here much longer either. I just wanted to pop on here and chat a little while. I was going to.
We'll catch y'all later.
Thank you, Grizz.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it a lot. My car is 5 years old. Next month, it's currently 204,000 kilometers. I do a lot of distance traveling for work. That's a lot of miles, even if it is highway. But they last a long time now. Hello to you too. I heard you. The birds are singing this morning. Elvis went to the driveway. Throw it on us there, Balin. Got a bunch of sweet peppers. I'm going to stuff them and cook. Oh my goodness. Stuffed peppers is good. Here it is. Here's Balin's info. I asked my boss to lease on under his name, and he said yes. I showed him 1.4 million miles old truck. I wanted. He said no, don't buy junk. Wait a while, and I'll let you pick out a good truck and co-sign. Wow, Balin, you're going to own your own truck. Now that is cool. You've steadily progressed through stuff like that. Continuously. That is freaking awesome. Really. Congratulations. I have a 1999 Toyota Camry with over 350,000 miles. It runs like a champ. Can't beat Toyotas and Nissans. I did own nothing but Nissans, but I got my mom's Buick Sabre. I love that car. It rides like it's floating along like a Cadillac. And it gets 26 miles to the gallon. The Nissan Armada gets 13 miles to the gallon. So I use a Nissan Armada with the 6 seats like a truck, little trailers with it and all that stuff. Balin says, my boss literally buying me a truck. I don't need a huge down payment, and I will have cheap interest rates now that I have a good truck, not junk. That is really cool. That is really cool. I had a few Buicks. My last one was a 95 Buick Parkway. 95 Jeep Wrangler. I haven't even changed the oil in it for 5 years. It still sits broken down in my driveway. Well, I hear you, Pink. Our P4 Nick Studios. Good morning. I forget how many miles is on mine. Rick, do you need to check out my last video? There's an old barrel. Google held that, but I will definitely check it out. I'm from the great state of North Carolina, Blondie. I live in North Carolina. And you can probably tell that by the way I said the word North Carolina. Also, I have a credit with all the shops and dealerships, tire places, so I won't need 25 to 30K for maintenance. I'll be able to get repairs on credit and pay it off slowly. It's huge. It is really good news, baby. Really good news. Super duper good news. I'm from Indiana, says Blondie. Good state, Indiana. Yeah, I got a couple of friends from Indiana. Sure do. Oh no, Scooby fell off. Oh. Can't have that. Gotta have Scooby. Just Call Me Webb is from Kansas. I did not know that, Webb. Darlene's from Nova Scotia. The Bay of Fundy. Headed your way on the road trip. I hear you, Bondi. You're coming to the East Coast. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hey, I assumed you were talking to me. Master Arts. Good morning. I keep reaching for them strings so I can swing, but they ain't there. Doing okie dokie. Trying to anyway. And last stop is Tennessee. Beautiful state, Tennessee is. Beautiful state. Got a little bit of everything there. You can't beat it. Great Smoky Mountains. All kinds of stuff. My percentage of possible success with roughly 30% with a lot of trucks. It's like 95, even though bad luck, I mean, financially in my back pocket, I need your credit. I can't pass it up. No, you will never know till you try. You'll never know till you try. If you don't try, there's no chance of success if you don't try. That's right, baby. Got to try. It's pretty cool, too, because watching you through the whole time that I've known you, you just steadily brought yourself back from a lot of different things. That's really cool. Really cool. You're the epitome of pulled yourself up from your bootstraps to come on and do something. North Carolina, Master Art. The state of North Carolina. And the state of confusion. So it's kind of like North Confusion Lina. I'm actually a gardener. That's how I got this started. Good morning, Bobby. Good to see you, my friend Bobby McNutt. I love Canada. I hear you. I love Canadian too. Got a lot of friends from Canada. A lot of hard work, dedication put me here. I got lucky to have a boss that's willing to recognize it and give me a hand in business on it. That is so cool, Balaam. I mean, it's really, really cool. Really cool. I could see this much better. 420 is legal here. You're not here in the state of North Carolina. Have all the guns you want, just none of that funny weed stuff. No, Balin, I'm really happy for you. It tickles me to death. Do you like India and America? Master, I like everybody, but I've learned over time, I've been doing this a long time, that that question's kind of a setup. Is that a feather ink pen? Timmy, I'm going to be honest with you. That is my thoughts exactly. I'm going to take this feather and get me some ink and see if I can't figure out how the old guys used to write with it like that. That would be so cool. That's exactly what my thought process is. I'm going to try to make it, and this is going to be my inkwell right here. It has a beautiful picture on it, flowers and stuff. There was a dude named McNutt. Yeah, sure was. This is going to be my inkwell. I'm going to order me some ink off of Amazon or eBay one. Oh, Elvis, come back. Hey, Elvis, can I help you? What are you trying to say? I know it's getting hot, ain't it? We still see you. Elvis, I want to talk to you for just a minute. I want to talk to you. Thank you, Master Arts. I found it coming up from my garden yesterday. A bird flew over. I found a feather there where it's at. I have zero formal education, but somehow I got a job with a pension. Finish more years, I'll be doing YouTube full time, I hope. Probably. You have a great start on it, and the channel's cool. People love that magnet fishing stuff. I've seen a bunch of people. I'm 14 away from my goal. Cool. I'm like a million away from my goal. At least a million. Maybe 2 or 3 million away from it. I have English Mastiff 170 pounds. Now that's a big dog. That is a big dog on me. Mine is Elvis right there. It's 50% American Pit Bull and 50% Alaskan Husky. Okay, Webb. Thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to get going here too in just a little bit. I got some stuff I got to do today. I was talking to Grizz earlier, so we just got together and thought we'd have a chat. I'm pulling into the house. Going to enjoy this sometime. I leave New Orleans tomorrow. Have a great one. Remember, you can do whatever you want in life. I'm living proof. Have a good one. Yes, baby. You are an inspiration. You really are. I'm not just saying that. Really, watching you through the whole time since I've met you has been pretty incredible. Watching your life progress through it. It's happened like really fast. Really fast. It's really cool the way it unfolded. Hey, Elvis. Earth to Elvis. Earth to Elvis. Don't close your eyes. We're talking to you. Hey, Elvis. Elvis. Oh, he gone. Oh, no, he's awake. He's like, Dad, I smell that dog food in there that you poured the sausage grease. So, I can smell it. Really can. So, we've been here about 64 minutes. Exactly. Plan on doing a cookout later today. I was going to do it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling too good. Good morning, Mr. Fulton. How are you? Good to see you this morning. This is an Elvis cam right now. That's weird. I don't see Pit Bull and Elvis. More like American Bulldogs. That's what his thing said. When you look at him in his face, you can see the pit and his muscular design. His pit. The way I capture him there on the sides and stuff like that, it's harder to tell. Sure. So what you picking now? Hamburgers and hot dogs. Yeah, his eyes are pretty incredible. That's the husky in him. That Alaskan husky had that light blue, almost glowing eyes. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. It really is. I'm doing good today. I'm done with my audition for Cicero's Got Talent Show. Oh, cool, Mr. Casey. Congratulations, you're auditioning. You really do. So, I want to thank you guys for coming today. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. Hold still, camera. What's wrong with you? A lot. You guys are awesome. And like I say every time, this is the greatest community on YouTube. I have no doubt about it whatsoever. That it really is. You're welcome. He was out running this morning, Rick. Now he's like poofed out on it. Skeeter, thank you. I appreciate that a lot, Skeeter. I really do. You help keep this operation going, although I'm not a doctor. Garden videos, please. Yes. I have one or two in the hole right now. I'm getting ready to do. I really do. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day. Greatest community on YouTube. No doubt in my mind about it. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.